again at RC Ranch. Going to showcase another little recipe that we like at the ranch. In Texas we eat a ton of fajita, but there's lots of other things that you can do with the skirt steak. So today we're going to do skirt steak, cowboy style cheese steaks. Super simple. Again, we got about 8 ingredients. You can do it any night of the week. Great for Monday Night Football, great for Astros playoff games. So let's get started. All right, let's get our veggies done first. Just make sure we get all these seeds out of these bell peppers. Seeds are not tasty. And these, just simple 4 cuts. And then some slices. So we got 1 each. Orange, red, yellow bell pepper. You can use green, any color you like. 1 medium sweet onion. 1 pound peeled, cleaned white button mushrooms. 2 tablespoons of diced pickled jalapeno. You're gonna need 3 or 4 tablespoons of butter, depending on your preference and how much butter you like in your food. 2 pounds of RC Ranch Texas Craft skirt steak, 12 slices of cheese, 4 buns, some mayonnaise, some adobo, and your preferred beef seasoning. So that's the veggie prep. All right, so now we've got all of our veggies in order. Everything is ready to hit the grill. We got our jalapenos, mushrooms, bell peppers, onions. We'll take 1 second and go ahead and mix up our chipotle mayonnaise. Super simple. Can of chipotle peppers and adobo. Just take about 2 tablespoons of the adobo sauce out of the peppers. Reserve them for another recipe. And just simply stir it in to your preferred mayonnaise. We like to use Duke's. It's super creamy. Perfect for this cheese steak. That wasn't too hard. Let's get this skirt steak seasoned up. I like to hit my steak with a little bit of oil before I put the rub on and a little bit of oil after I put the rub on. Don't be afraid to season it up. It's gonna have tons of onions, veggies, cheese, chipotle mayonnaise, so tons of flavor. Always salt your meat before it hits the grill. The longer the better. You can even do it the day before if you want to. It's gonna really penetrate that salt flavor and whatever spices you're using into the meat and actually help tenderize it. So now we got that seasoned, waiting for the grill. We'll go ahead and get started with some onions and peppers on the flat top. We're gonna start them with olive oil, and then right towards the end when they're done, we're gonna add some butter because butter is better. Your mushrooms don't take as long as your peppers and onions, so be sure that you start your onions and peppers first. Let them really start to caramelize, get a little brown, and then come in and add your mushrooms. While those get started, we'll go ahead and get the buns toasted in the oven. You want to put a nice toast on the bun, so when you add all that juicy meat and cheese, it's got nice structure to keep your bun from getting soggy. We had our peppers and onions started first so they could start getting nice and caramelized and soft and broken down. Added our mushrooms a little bit later because they cook much faster. We want to still have some of that consistency that mushroom brings. And so this will give us a little bit of a window to make sure that we don't overcook them. All right, so our mushrooms, onions, bell peppers are getting there. They're getting nice and soft. We've got some butter, we got some olive oil on them, a little bit of seasoning. We're gonna go ahead and get our skirt steak seared off really well so we can start assembling these cheese steaks. Ooh, that doesn't sound hot enough. We're gonna do about 3 minutes per side on the skirt steak because we're gonna finish it off in the oven once we mix the onions and peppers in and get it all nice covered in cheese. These skirt steaks are going to pack an intense beefy flavor. For one reason, where they're located on the animal, but when we get these steaks, we get them as marbled up as we do. It's far superior to any skirt steak you've ever had. Our feed program is second to none. Spent a lot of time perfecting the taste, texture, and marbling of RC Ranch beef. It's a scalding hot beef and a razor sharp samurai sword. As you can see, we're taking it just to medium rare. Because it's gonna have a little bit more time on the heat once we get it mixed in with our veggies and our cheese. The fat on these Wagyu cows starts to render at around 77 degrees. So it just permeates every inch of every cut with incredible flavor. So our veggies are about done. Our meat is cooked right to a perfect medium rare. We're gonna add it back to our veggies and then add the most important part, our cheese. Get it all mixed up, load our buns, and it's gonna be time to eat. We got our cheese on there, everything's coming together. We go ahead and hit some of the buns with the chipotle mayo. Ooh. Lost one. Oops, I'm making a mess. And there you have it. Got RC Ranch Texas craft beef, Cowboy Cheese Steak. Perfect for the game, perfect for a Sunday lunch, perfect anytime.